Hey traders, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy. We had a special request for a technical fundamental overview on GBPUSD, so I'm going to give you the trade plan for that. We have a January promotion right now. If you are a new or struggling trader and you really need some guidance, mentorship, we offer tons of value inside of our academy. You can go to bktradingacademy.com. Check out with the code BK2023 for the month of January, and you will get an amazing $400 off of our regular price. All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop in. Subscribe, smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell, and let's get started. All right, let's start on the monthly time frame of GBPUSD, and let's take a look at what we see. The first thing we always want to look at is time frames and directional bias depending on our trading style. Even if it's not your trading style, it's just really good to know what is going on each time frame because it lets you know how to make your analysis on the lower time frame. So notice on this monthly, there's a few things I want you to notice. Notice here in September of 2022, this was our new historical low. If we look left and simply just draw a support trend line or horizontal line. I'm using a trend line, but I'm going to use this as a horizontal line right now. If we look left, there is no price action, guys, none at all. So this is our new historical low. And look at when the market has made these new historical lows, look what happened. We saw an aggressive push to the upside. Aggressive push to the upside. So could that be happening right now? This is already hundreds of pips to the upside, and look where the market is retesting. We have a monthly high, and look, these were our monthly lows and also our monthly lows. So look how this served as previous support. The market came back to retest it as resistance. So that is what we are seeing right now. So understanding these different things that I'm pointing out will help you to make a better analysis on the lower time frame as you drill lower. So we want to be mindful that this is a structure area that the market is retesting right now, and it's a heavy wick area too. So even if I bring it down a little bit, you'll notice that yes, we have our previous monthly candle. We also have our previous low. This is still an area, so we want to say an area so we can even kind of widen this horizontal line because we know the market can retest anywhere within that zone, okay? So we want to keep our eyes on this area. So I like to draw some type of rectangle above price and below price to say this is going to be my selling opportunity or my buying opportunity depending on the direction of the time frame that I'm trading. Overall bearish on the monthly. So if you are a position trader, you're going to be looking at a possible opportunity off of this previous monthly high, possibly a retest of that high. If I add my 50-period moving average for confluence, price is still below the 50-period moving average. Thus, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to sell. Now, could we push higher? Absolutely. I could see price getting anywhere back to this area here where the market was also strong support, rejected to the upside. It was also support, rejected to the upside. It was also resistance a few times, minor resistance, and it did reject to the downside. So could this push up a little bit? Absolutely. It could be headed right here, which would be a more ideal area to short if we were to swing trade. So I would look at that from this area, taking a move down, possibly back to this zone at 1.2068 area. So the level that I'm talking about is 1.26 high in terms of position trading. Okay. So I know a lot of people don't position trade, especially those who follow us. It seems like more of you trade the lower time frames, but let's go ahead and move down and we are going to drill further down. So this is our area on the monthly that we want to watch. That's our monthly high. And we want to also look at our recent monthly low, which is right here. Now, as we drill lower to the weekly, we can ask ourselves, what type of trend are we in on the weekly? Now look at this. We are in a downtrend on the weekly. Okay, now why? Let's go ahead and identify the structure. So I'm just going to start here. We have a high. We have a low. Well, actually, let's kind of erase that. Let's start over. So I'm just going to do it kind of like this. So we have a high. We have a low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low. Now, why? Because this low is lower than the previous low, and this high is lower than the previous high. So we call it a lower high. Now we have a low, and now the price has given us a correction, and it is retesting our previous weekly high. Now it's kind of rejecting in that area, and as you'll see, we had a push down for the market to then form support. It retested this support here at the 1.18 zone. So look at that wick there. And so what we could be seeing, because we already said on the monthly that we do foresee that prices could push higher, we are seeing a potential bullish flag pattern on the weekly time frame. Now let's see, do we have a trend, an uptrend? Do we have an uptrend on the weekly? Well, we have 2 touches off of our trend line. So yes, we do have a trend, but we don't have a valid trend yet. So remember, we need 3 touches off of our trend line to have a valid trend. And this is our first touch, and this is our second touch, okay? So we have a trend. Now here is our flag formation, and the price is rejecting right in a critical area. So this is what we want to be watching. I kind of draw my flag backwards sometimes. So let me put it on the right side. So there's your impulse leg, and here is your correction, which is also your flag. So that's your bullish flag. I'm just going to go ahead and move it back over here. So now that we have price above, we have a zone above price, and we also have a zone below price. Notice that I marked this on the monthly time frame, right? And look how clean this is. Look at this. So this is our support zone. Let's just go ahead and map that out. So this is our support. So this is our weekly, monthly support, and this is going to be our resistance. This is going to be our weekly, monthly resistance. Okay. So it's our weekly, monthly resistance. So on the weekly, we have an uptrend. So what I would be telling you to look out for is that if we had a retest of 1.20, I actually have an alert here. It says GU buy. So I have an alert for 1.20. Then I'm going to consider a potential long because I believe the price is going to continue to push upward. Now, why? A few things. Basically what I pointed out on the monthly, and now look at the bullish sentiment on the weekly. So I believe that as we continue to drill lower, now let's see what we're seeing. We have an uptrend on the daily. So we want to be looking for opportunities to buy. Now this is our major support from the daily, but now our psychological level is holding at about the 1.224550 area. So this is where we've come to this area several times this week, but we haven't been able to break higher, okay? But I do see signs that we are possibly going higher. So what we will possibly see is some type of retest, possibly, or we're going to see a breakout. We're going to see a retest of 1.20, or we're going to see further growth, a breakout to the upside, headed for our monthly resistance high, okay? And that makes sense. This is our area of resistance that where the market gave us a rejection to the downside. And I do believe that we will continue to see that and maybe possibly even break higher as we shift up and down a few times from that level. So going into the week, what you want to look for is a retest of this buy zone at 1.20, or you're going to be looking for a breakout with very nice bullish momentum moving right toward that resistance area for 1.24. So that is my prediction for GU. I believe that we are going to push up, and we want to monitor this around fundamentals because that could change everything, of course, but just make sure that you are setting your alerts and you are being prepared when the price comes to you. And as long as you have confirmation, you set your risk parameters and you take the trade confidently. So guys, bullish for GU on the daily. If you are a short-term swing trader or scalper, intraday trader, you're going to be looking for a retest of this low here at the 1.20 level. So retest of that level or a breakout of the 1.2250 psychological level headed for 1.24. All right. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, or if you have any questions, what other pairs you guys want to see. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained value from this technical fundamental overview, and I will see you guys in the next training video. Thanks for watching.